It is the Jesse Kelly Show, prepping for a new America, a different future, and it's going to be, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be hard, but it's going to be exciting. New things are exciting. This is how I feel every time I order from a new pizza place. What, Chris? I'm reinvigorated. Now, hear me out. I know you're disheartened right now, but people are moving. They're voting with their feet. And this Anheuser-Busch thing is bringing something else to the forefront. You know, they've lost more than $6 billion in market value following the whole tranny thing. It's bringing something else to the forefront. There's a video out there. I don't know that I love the audio. Chris, you can find it if you want. I don't know that I love it. If you don't love it, don't bring it up. But what happens is a guy who is a distributor for Anheuser-Busch, he's not part of Anheuser-Busch, but he distributes their products. He's on video complaining. He said, hey, man, Anheuser-Busch, this is how I feed my family, and now people aren't buying it. You're ruining me. So that's sad, right? Okay, it's sad. But what it's doing is it has people out there hungry for a place they can go that won't spit in their face every single day. And they're actively looking. But wait, maybe you're saying, oh, who cares about that? Let me explain. It's not just employees who are out there actively looking for something. There is this new emerging corporate world and already existing corporate world, I might point out. A lot of these guys, most of them remain quiet because they don't want to be attacked. They're looking for new talent. So the talent is looking for the corporations, and the corporations are looking for non-communist talent. And you have new groups out there, like New Founding, who are merging these groups together and building us something new. People are moving out of these blue hellholes. They're done. They're done living under values like this.
This isn't just an attack on abortion. It's an attack on democracy. Once again, states have become the battleground on these fights. We'll always protect access to reproductive health care and all individual rights here in New York.
And I'm supposed to sit here and yell at Kathy Hochul for that. I actually applaud Kathy Hochul. I thank Kathy Hochul for that right now. That's the kind of mood I'm in. Why? Because for so long we have convinced ourselves that things are about to change and things are going to do this and well, we're just about to turn things around but now people are realizing they're not turning around, that we are at least two separate nations and we are racing in opposite directions. In 10 years from now, probably less than that, I just love using that number for some reason. In 10 years from now, in blue states like New York, 10 years from now, there will be girls' soccer leagues that are half boys, and the girls will be pummeling them, or the boys will be pummeling the women into dust. There will be abortion on demand anytime. There will be no restrictions at all. The baby will be born, and it'll be horrific, and they'll still be killing it. But then there will be this other America. There will be a different America, the one you want to live in. And doesn't that inspire you that there, as I've told you 1,000 times, there are millions and millions and millions and tens of millions of Americans who want what you want? These red states, as you get to them, they will be protecting your girls. They will be protecting babies. They will be protecting their economies from turning into endless rainbow mafia woke filth. We are creating now, not just complaining. We are creating, and I'm giving very little credit to the red states, although the red states have done some good things when they're passing laws and banning this and banning that. I'm not talking about red states. Red states have a long way to go, and red communities have a long way to go when it comes to becoming high T and anti-communist and fighting against them. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the individual citizen changing this country by voting with his feet. And it was always inevitable. Migration, human migration is the entire history of the world. And why do human beings migrate? Why do they do this? Because you don't want to live here for one reason or another. So you migrate to find a place where you do want to live. Well, people are doing it right now in droves by the millions. I actually have changed my tune. I don't want Kathy Hochul to stop. As much as I want someone to come in and save my beloved New York City, I don't want Kathy Hochul to stop. I want Kathy Hochul to ramp things up. Because the divide is necessary and it's good. The faster the divide comes, the faster you have an option to live in a place you want to live, that shares your values, that promotes the things you want promoted. The faster this divide happens, the better off we are. You don't want to live in this country. This is a sailor. This is somebody in the Navy. You don't want to live like this.
And I was able to deploy on the USS Gerald R. Ford last fall. And the coolest thing I did on board was to be able to participate in a LGBTQ spoken word night. And I was able to read a poem that I wrote to the whole ship. And that was probably the culmination of the whole deployment.
You're disgusted by that and you want that to stop, but it's not going to stop, but the new country won't have it. All right? Be inspired.